Namaste. Hi, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for your patience. I've had quite a day of people coming and going, including children. And so I have had to postpone from 12 to 1 to 2. And here I am. So I am here today to do live readings. Hello to all of you. My name is Sadhana. I am an intuitive reader and healer, a lover of all things metaphysical. And today is the day of sharing. And I love the nature of this particular chat is one that feels very, very supportive. And if you read yourself, this is an opportunity for you to contribute to the readings and to support one another in conversation in the chat. I was inspired. I've been doing a little bit of work with Darshanie's deck, Lovely Om Tarot. And a couple of weeks ago, I used one of her spreads. And today I was looking at her manifestation spread, which I have put a little bit of information about in the description box below. So we're going to work with the manifestation spread, which is, it's not a material manifestation kind of energy. And I'm just going to read what she wrote here. The cycle of manifesting is continually demonstrated in nature through the seasons. In the winter, seeds must hold on and survive. So there's a tenacity that is required to the energy of manifesting. I think sometimes we think that we just, we put an intention out there into the ether and then, it's going to happen like that. But what I have learned about manifesting, about abundance, is that there is a process involved. There's work that's involved. And so this spread is kind of intriguing. She goes on to say that in the spring, there is growth and expression. And in the summer, there are fruits and accomplishments. In the autumn, the leaves and the branches are offered back to the earth to enrich it for the next year's cycle. And so in this spread, we look at what it is we need to plant. So what is the seed that needs to be put into the ether? What we need to grow. So, or what you will grow. So what you plant, what you will grow. So what is the result of the seed that you plant? And then the next one talks about the multiplication. So what will be the harvest? What will be the fruit of this outcome? What will you share with the world? And then the other card is the return. So what will you give back? What is the exchange? And this position, out of all the positions, really, really intrigues me, because I think there's this attitude of gimme, 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 but we forget that the way that life works, there's always an exchange involved. So this is the spread that we're going to play with today. And I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Some of you have been here for a while. Hi to Colleen. So Colleen is a new member to Integrative Healing with Sadhana. So I want to thank you for supporting the channel. Yeah, and I apologize, Shannon, for just changing the schedule again and again and again. Okay, and Shannon got a new deck. So Shannon just opened Tarot of the Cat People. I have received 2 new decks, which is amazing. Came yesterday, so I have now, thanks to all of you, this deck was mentioned so many times in my Friday combo thing that I was doing the last few weeks, the Illuminated Earth Oracle. This is amazing, and it pairs beautifully with the lovely Om Tarot that we're going to use today. So I may pull some cards from that. So yeah, sending love and bliss to you, Sadhana. Thank you so much, Joel. Thank you so much. Dee, hello, namaste, welcome to Dee. Who else do we have here today? Scrolling on down. Oops, that was a big jump. Okay, let me see. I just want to say hi to everybody before we get going. And yes, thank you so much for using the the emoji that I created to the members. And also don't forget to message me, because I have now enough members that I can create some more emoji. I'm just opening up the YouTube so I can see. It's easier to see the chat on the YouTube. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so who else is here? Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. It's really nice to have this support. I also want to let you know that one of the things that I have done with the Tarot Foundations class is I'm opening up a second component to the class and opening a reading room so the Tarot Foundation students can practice in a reading room. And so if that is an incentive for you to join Tarot Foundations 2022, I think that is an aspect of this course that has really been surprisingly powerful to me, is the connections that people have created in taking the class. You know, you can study tarot free on Udemy and places like that, or different classes, but the connections are really, really powerful. Hey there, Lily Valley, Lydianne. You're getting a new job tomorrow. Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, that's beautiful. Andy is here. Namaste, Andy. And Nick, welcome. Welcome to Nick Research. Hello, hello. Selena is here. Namaste, Selena. Welcome. And Alt Vox. Okay, now I have to go to my list. I need to go to my list. Did I write down your name? I have a feeling I did. Christy. Okay, I'm going to try to remember that. Hello to Kristen Louise. Namaste. Okay, awesome. Lovely to have you all here. Okay, so this spread, which I have, actually I can show you on the other camera. Let's do this. So this is a 5-card spread. I described a few minutes ago. And so there is a card in the center that is going to help to focus like your energy right now. And then I'm going to pull 4 cards, which are laid out much like a Celtic cross, a traditional Celtic cross, not the way I do it. So the bottom, 2, 3, 4, and 5 around the outside. So yeah, so I don't know. It's really interesting that Darshanie calls this a manifestation spread. I see this as I don't know. There's a lot to this. So what kind of a question? So the kind of questions are, you know, what I feel like if you just kind of don't know what the next step is. You don't know what, maybe there's a new aspect to a job or a project. Yeah. The potential. What do I have the potential? What do I have the potential to grow at this time? What would be in my highest interest at this time, you know, or where should I put these seeds at this time? And it's kind of interesting that, and maybe the difficulty with language right now is I also, with the moon cycles, would do this kind of spread in a few days' time around the energy of the new moon. So perhaps this stumbling with words, this stumbling with energy has to do with this is not the optimal time to do this spread. But there's a reason that I wanted to do this today, and really, really curious about the layout. So we're going to play with this. So you can go ahead and start putting your questions into the chat. I do. I care about all of you. You're very, very important people, and I love being here as well too. So let's go to Joel's comment. There is an opportunity, although not set in stone yet, but it's about a boutique job that I love. And it might be so that I maybe can apply to it or get it. Would love to ask questions surrounding that. Okay. So maybe the question is about what will this boutique job grow for me? What can grow through this boutique job? Hi, Clavis. Namaste. Thank you for joining us. What will grow through this job? And I know that language is a little bit clunky, but let's go with that. I'm going to use Darshanie's deck for now. I may switch it up, but we'll see. So this reading is for Joel, and I'm going to focus my energy on this boutique job that Joel loves. Okay. What potential growth is there in this boutique job for Joel? Let us shed some insight into this. Okay, so this is Joel. Ooh, this is Hanuman. Okay, I love this energy. All right. This is such a great deck. So this is Hanuman. I'm not going to go into all of the stories that are associated with this deck, but do you know that Hanuman, I think the story is about Hanuman saw the sun and thought the sun was a mango. Does anybody know the story? I want to go back and look this story up, the mango story with Hanuman. Anyway, this is the 8 of Wands energy. The potential for creativity feels very powerful here. So I love that this is the first card. So this represents the energy of Joel. So I feel like this is unlimited potential. And Hanuman was devoted to Rama. And so this feels like there's a level of commitment to this potential as well, too. It feels kind of beautiful. Joel says, it's just a small shop. It's a spiritual boutique shop with a lot of stuff. Dreamt to work there since I was a kid. Okay. All right, so let's go around and we'll lay out these cards. So the seed is what you plant. Okay, this is very interesting. So how are we going to deal with negative-ish, traditionally negative cards? So 3 of Swords. Look at the way I almost see those as those are crystals that are piercing that heart. This feels like healing energy, like what you will plant, what the seed that you will put into the store is one of helping people to move through. Maybe it's about helping people understand the tools that are available in the boutique so that they can move through challenges and so forth. I'm going to lay out all the cards and then we'll kind of flow into the energy of the reading. So that's what you plant, what you grow. Okay. So this is very much, this is 7 of Wands. So I see what you are growing is, it's almost like giving people a purpose, right? Giving people a purpose, giving people an inner strength and an inner fire. This is a very interesting spread. And then what will be the result of that? The result. So the fruit is the Queen of Swords. So I see that. So think of the Queen of Swords and the beautiful relationship. Thanks for the super chat, Shannon. Think about the relationship of the Queen of Swords in her truth, right? The Queen of Swords in her truth, in her relationship with the clarity and the wisdom, to her energy as a receptive vessel. So all of the queens are connected to water, right? So my point, what I'm trying to say here is that I'm trying to weave this whole story together. So it feels like you are empowering shoppers. You are empowering clients who visit the store to find that strength, to find that truth. And so that is your gift, right? Your gift is to allow people to heal. Three of Swords, Seven of Wands, Queen of Swords. And then the next position is the return, the karma, the debt, the exchange, the giving back to life. This is beautiful, Joel. That's the Ten of Cups. You know what word comes to mind is santosha, Sanskrit term, santosha, contentment. Contentment. Hi, Helen. Hello, hello, hello. Blue Scorpion, namaste, hello. Okay. So, you know, this feels like you're not just a shop assistant. It feels like you will actually have a gift to offer to people who walk into the store. So that's really beautiful. Yes, Katie, this could be a healing opportunity for sure. Okay, and Andrew's here as well too. Namaste, Andrew. Oh, and Leanda. Namaste, Leanda. Hello. I'm just going to go through. I said hi to Clavis. Blue Scorpion. Let's look at Blue Scorpion's comment, and then Shannon, I'll get to your question. Your reading from last week has helped me immensely. I have been sitting with it. Things recently occurred, and it feels as if a veil has lifted from my eyes and a cord is being cut. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Blue Scorpion. And I'm just going to check my list and see if I know Blue Scorpion's name. Blue Crescent Tarot. I do not know Blue Scorpion's name. So Blue Scorpion, if you would like me to know your name, please type it into the chat and I will add it to my list of names, which I'm going to have to type out or something and put in alphabetical order because it's getting longer and longer. Thank you for sharing that. Beautiful. Okay. So Shannon wants to talk about taking her tarot business to the next level. Okay. Okay, so the way that I see Shannon's question fitting into this, it's like, as you grow your tarot business, you want to know like what to put in, right? What to plant into this business. Do you plant money? Do you plant creativity? So let's see what it is that you would benefit from planting into this business at this time. There's a fly. Did you see the fly on my phone? Oh, no, it's on my computer. It's on my computer. Shannon Cardinal. So let's hold light and love around Shannon as we explore the growth of her tarot business. Good evening, Julia Wiseman. Namaste. Shannon. Okay, so the first one, okay, so we're going to have, isn't this interesting? There's always a story that shines through. And today's story could very well be this healing energy. And so let's continue to explore the Three of Swords and all that we have to learn from the Three of Swords. There's always growth and expansion with threes. And sometimes, we have to go into the dark to see the light, to feel the light. And so you are stepping into, this card represents you. This represents you as the healer, but also I'm going to say the one who is being healed as well too, right? We are never just the one that is healing. We are always being healed as we heal. So this is a beautiful card to come up as the first card. So the seed is the next card. And look at this artwork. What a beautiful card to have as the seed of what you're planting. So the language around this in regards to your question, what came through spontaneously, intuitively, was partnerships. And I'm wondering, I wasn't thinking about business partnerships. I know this is the Two of Pentacles, but I'm wondering if your specialty will be in partner readings, or that if you plant the seed to grow your business in relationship readings. So the word that came through for me was partnerships. Okay, so the next one is what you will grow. Well, maybe your specialty has to do with business readings. Now you're asking about your business. Your business. You will grow the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to get big picture here. The fruit. What is the fruit? Interesting. So the fruit is the Eon. You can't see this. And who is dancing in the Eon? Is this Nataraj? Yes, Shiva. So you're growing a major transformation. You're growing major transformation. So your question is how to take my tarot business to the next level. I don't know. Intuitively, Shannon, the word I got was partnerships. So specifically thinking of a way to grow and perhaps advertise partnerships. I need to trust these random words that come through. Let's get this whole picture and then what will be the return? What will be the exchange? Look, and I love the colors in this Four of Swords, the lower chakra colors. And then right underneath the bed is the purple and the blue. There's a harmony and there's a balance here. Okay. So besides partnerships, and what is that Knight of Pentacles doing? The Knight of Pentacles, is I'm going to see if she's sharing a story, because the story itself may have some wisdom in it. And again, this is another Shiva. So there's some big Shiva energy here for you. Here we find the Lord Shiva in the form of Pashupati, the Lord of animals, the greatest of all the gods that has embedded himself in this earthly Maya. This great being's consciousness spans the entire cosmos and favors this tiny corner of reality, as it is the playground of his consort, the goddess Pavarti. He delights in her play. Together they are the benefactors of this world, and they adore all aspects of it. Shiva and Parvati. So I'm going to go with relationship readings because there are many love stories in the Hindu pantheon, but this feels like a worthwhile investment. And what you give back is I'm getting this feeling of santosha, peace and contentment, helping people through relationship readings, helping people through partnership readings. What the return will be is the ability to, language is difficult today, the ability to find peace. And isn't it interesting that the first card, Shannon, is the Three of Swords? So the card that is representing you is the Three of Swords, the ability to heal. And through your healing, the result, the return is peace and rest and restoration and restoration. Okay. So give that some thought and let me know if this is even of an interest or something that you might consider growing. Okay. You're welcome again. Alrighty. Okay, where are we at? I said hello to Julia. And Andy, I believe, is next. Okay, where should I be focusing my energy to move into the best direction to find excitement for life and my contribution to the world? Okay, nice wording there. And let's go over here and just see if there's any feedback from Shannon. It's interesting because in my live streams, people start asking me one after the other for relationship. Okay, so that's good. That makes sense. I'm on the right path. Okay. I'll tell you another cow. In that Shiva card, there was the cow. I remember being at this one Vaishnavite temple, and you would go up to the cow murti and whisper into the ear of the cow, and that was I remembered that. I just thought that was really powerful, whispering into the ear of the cow. Okay, so after Andy, I will pop over to Nick. So thank you for the super chat, Nick. Okay. This reading is for Andy the Wildflower. I love that channel name, Andy. It's beautiful. Hello to, is it Milia? And Andrew says, cows have great memories, so they would remember your words. Okay, good shuffle for Andy. Love and light. Ooh, the magnetic. I love those magnetic cuts. All right, Three of Wands. Ooh, so Andy, this is a cool card to have as representing you. Three of Wands. Look at that light, and I see this as, you know, you being open. Oh, okay. Nick, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the donation. Look at that, Andy. Doesn't that give you hope and light and love? Wow. So I would just embrace that. And I also feel a lot of heart chakra energy there. Healing heart chakra energy. So I'm going to say, know that your heart is being healed. I mean, it's so beautiful. Okay, so the seed is the moon. The seed is the moon. I did talk about the moon a lot this morning when I was doing card comparisons. And the moon, so the seed is inviting you to go deep into shadow work, to go deep into counseling, healing. Again, we've got this theme going on today. I wonder if this Three of Swords is going to come back again. So planting the seed of what I just said, allowing people to see into the depths of their patterns, the depths of their subconscious. Maybe this means you're going back to do some counseling training of sorts, or expanding a tarot business. I mean, there's lots of ways we can work as healers and help people do shadow work. So, so that's the moon. The next position is what you will grow. What you will grow. Look at the apple in this card. That's interesting. This is the Six of Discs. This feels like philanthropy. This feels like seva to me. So I'm wondering if you are doing this work in some kind of a community center, or in a church basement, or somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like philanthropic work. Okay. The fruit. The fruit is the Queen of Cups. So you're definitely touching people's hearts. This is the Queen of Hearts. This is, your question is, where should I be focusing my energy to move in the best direction, to find excitement for my life and a contribution to the world? You know, I'm seeing this vision of a woman, not like in the picture there, but sitting. I'm wondering, oh, is this about grief work? Grief work, working as a grief counselor. I know that you can do training as like a death doula, a grief doula. There's something, this is what I'm feeling, Andy, and maybe this is way out in left field for you, and this is something that's too deep and dark, but this is the hit that I am getting, and how you will affect others perhaps is to give them a new relationship with death, seeing death in a new way, a new perspective. I'm just waiting to see if you're going to comment. Is there anything anybody else has picked up on here? And Gerald's here. So this feels, yeah, I feel like I don't need to say anything else, Andy. This is really, feels really very potent. And just contemplate these cards. Also, the fact that we had this lovely, I was feeling this heart chakra energy at the center here with this three of wands. So this makes a lot of sense to me. You love the left field ideas. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, so give it some thought. Where are we at? I said hi to Leanda, and we're then Joel's shop. And then we go to Selena. Okay, Selena, Snow Fox Tarot. And I liked what Nick said about the cow. Oh, and Lily Valley. So Lydia Ann says, it's like you can climb from tree to tree to access the highest branches. Beautiful. Oh, and then Nick said, whispering into the ear of a cow sounds like a poem. Yeah. It was a very profound moment for me. And I'll tell you more about this. So I had this very profound experience. And then we were actually chased out of the temple. I don't know if chased is a bit of an exaggeration, but we were quite literally forced to leave the temple because we were foreigners, and it was not a very welcoming place. Yeah, I'm just getting shivers remembering that. After having it's interesting because of the dichotomy of the two experiences in one location. All right, so I'm going to focus on Selena. Recently, I had a significant moment in my practice. What will grow from this? Okay. Oops, I need to go down. There we go. All right, empath embracing life. I will put your name down. And I wonder if your name is over here. Empath. Maybe not. Empath embracing life. And Blue Scorpion, I didn't get your name yet if you want to share. Empath embracing life is Amy. Thank you very much. Welcome, by the way. Okay. All right. Let's hold love and light around Selena. Okay, so this is you. This is a really interesting Ten of Swords cards. There is a sword in every organ. I have not read the book in tremendous detail, but this, I'm going to say that this is you. So this is you. The potential for you affecting, there's definitely a healing energy to these readings today. So you could go, that this could go in any direction. You can touch people in many different ways, many different layers, but also this feels very physical to me. Very physical. Like it feels like acupuncture. It feels, or acupressure or something like that. So let's explore. So the seed. Four of Cups. Four of Cups. This looks like an underwater scene to me. It feels like, you know, like the plants, the plants in the ocean, the bottom of the ocean. But look at all the light around the plants. So Four of Cups energy. We've talked a lot about giving and receiving today. I'm going to go and see if Darshanie has any particular intention for this card. Emotional overload, stress, nervous breakdown. emotional channels, and the subtle body. Okay, so let's look at these two cards in relation to each other. You know what word is jumping out to me is channels. So the word channel means so many things. It refers to you being a channel. But if you are, I'm not sure what your practice is, but I would focus on the mental health aspect of, or planting the seed to grow the working with more mental health issues, mental wellness issues. And also, this is a 4. So the foundation of your practice is around emotional, spiritual health and wellness. Okay, Lucas, namaste, welcome. Just seeing if Selena has any comments. Okay, 5 of discs. So over in this position, these are very challenging cards. It's almost as if this work that you are doing is going to take people to the depths, to the rock bottom. I'm wondering if you're going to be dealing with people at rock bottom. Right? Look at the energy of the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the 5 of Discs. Right? Doesn't this feel like working with people at rock bottom? And so before I kind of got that rock bottom message, and I'm looking at the 5 of Pentacles, notice how in the 5 of Coins, she's moving towards the center. She's moving towards the center. But also, I see this as you encouraging people to stay, to be on the journey. The fives are all challenging. They're not easy, but they are the path to the 6s. And this feels like you are very much a supportive kind of worker. Okay. The fruit. What is the fruit of all of this? Death. The fruit is death. I'm feeling like your gift is getting to the root of the problem so that people can have the fresh start that they need. Right? If the fruit of your work, sorry, fruit is a very Bhagavad Gita. So what you share with the world is a tremendous insight. Like cut to the chase is the expression I'm looking at. Like you can help people to discover the source of the problem quickly. That feels like a gift. So I would focus perhaps on mental health issues, but this feels much bigger. Okay. Another 5. So there's a 5 facing a 5. I need to look and see if anybody else is commenting here. Just seeing if Lily Valley. Okay, so I'm just going to go and okay, there we go. Troll. removed. So anybody else have some insight into this in this particular reading? Let me know, because I feel like we need to I want to ask you, Selena, what is the nature of your practice? What kind of a practice do you have? And also notice, Selena, the fives also, if you look at the energy of fives as the path, they also support that word channel, right? Channel, to be a channel is to open a path. Hey there, Jen. Okay. The chat is either really slow or I like what Gerald said. Okay, so Gerald said the fives really do support the rock bottom. Being with someone when they are at their worst to provide safe space. Oh, your personal spiritual practice. Your personal spiritual practice. Okay, so personally, not working with other people, then this is about you opening yourself up to really getting to the root. So here's a question that really helped me, and this was a practice that I worked with for some time with one particular teacher, and that is, what is the most recent past life experience that is still affecting me today? What is the most recent past life experience that is still affecting me today? This feels like having the courage to go to the bottom, the rock bottom of the issues that keep presenting themselves over and over. So I would, because this feels so intense, this is like, you're going to need a mentor. You're going to want to have a circle around you, a supportive circle, because this is an invitation into the darkness. This is an invitation into all of your, not all of, it's into challenges. So to me, this is not about developing a meditation practice or something. This is about looking at the dark. So one of the ways into this might be to really start to embrace the lunar cycle, because embracing the lunar cycle can help us get into the darkness. Working with water, working with goddess energy who is associated with water. Like, think about supportive ways to get into the dark. Sorry, I don't want to leave this because I feel like we need a little bit more. I'm actually going to draw an oracle card for you, Selena, from this new oracle deck that I cracked open today. This is the lovely Om Tarot, yes. Okay, so last card for Selena, and hopefully this will tie this all together. And Selena, in doing this work, you will be able to let go of all the baggage that you have been carrying. Okay. And this new oracle deck that I opened today is the Illuminated Earth Oracle by Claire Mack. And it looks beautiful. Ooh. Okay. Very unusual cut. The oracle card is renewal. And what is on that card but cycles of the moon? No, they're not cycles of the moon. They are glimpses. They are glimpses into something. Isn't that interesting? I love those little windows there. Okay, I feel like there's been lots of little nuggets that have come up, and I want to invite you to sit with this and to work with what you most resonate with, because I feel like there's been a few different directions that I've taken you on this reading today. Okay, so this has been a very challenging reading. Okay. Are those different seasons, perhaps? Okay. Where are we at here? Just going to slowly scroll down because it's going to jump. Yes, it did a huge jump because I'm so far behind. Okay, just give me a minute here while I go through and catch up on the chat. All right. Lots of encouragement for Joel on his job. That's wonderful. Everybody's supporting Joe. And then Govinda, I'm not sure if I said hello to Govinda, so namaste and welcome. Clavis is a Scorpio. And Blue Scorpions is Cassandra. Okay, yay. I will add that onto mine. Cassandra. It is a pretty name. Okay, so Nick does have a question. So let's go to Nick. At Well-Tempered Claire. Did I miss a question from Andrew when Andrew came in? Hi, Andrew. I'm not sure if I said hello to you. Let's go back up. Andrew was before. I've been conflicted with doing any manifestations lately because I don't want to build a tower that is broken down by spirit. You've been very general with your wishes. I feel like this spread is a more of a, it's a very insightful growth of, this doesn't feel like a typical manifestation spread. Just the nature of the positions feels more like an inquiry into, I don't know, it's just deep. It feels really deep. And if you can tell, I'm kind of struggling with it, but I'm gonna keep on going because there's a reason for this. And the awkwardness, like I said, so if you weren't here early on, is we're not at a time of the lunar cycle, which is one that is typical for planting seeds. So sometimes that in itself can create a challenge. They were ready to come arrest me. Something going on. Oh, Joseph's here. Namaste, Joseph. I will have to catch up with the chat. Something happened with Shannon. Oh, Shannon, that must be a scammer. That must be a scam. It really annoys me. I have a phone call to return from the CRA, and I'm not sure if it is a scam or if it's a real person either. They did leave a phone number, which is most unusual, but I don't think the Canadian Revenue Agency calls people. Okay, so I'm redirecting my energy to Nick research. Okay, what is being grown in this phase of Nick's life? Nice cut. Okay, so first card is Nick. Look at all this abundance. Look at all this abundance. This is the 9 of discs. So I feel like this card acknowledges what you are saying in this sentence. The possibilities are endless. Your life is rich. And so focusing on gratitude, counting your blessings, sharing your blessings feels really important. And so the next card is the seed. It's a 2. And look at the artwork. There is a child in front of a door in a wall behind what looks like kind of a scary forest. It's really interesting 2 of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to say to the seed, this feels like cracking open something quite scary. And I feel like, again, this might be speaking to an earlier reading as well, too. You know, it's like opening Pandora's box. We need to decide if we want to, we need to decide if we want to open Pandora's box or not. What is the reason? What is the reason for opening Pandora's box? Are you prepared to open Pandora's box? Or do you turn and go in another direction? This is a very interesting seed. Hello to Hope. Shannon, sorry, I shouldn't get distracted in the chat. Okay, so let's focus on Nick because, so 4 of Swords. Two of Swords, 4 of Swords. 2 of Swords grows to 4 of Swords. By deciding whether or not to open Pandora's box. And see, look at this. This just feels like a dream sequence to me. Okay, I'm going to go somewhere very unusual. This feels like a fairy tale to me. It feels like a fairy tale. Almost the card in the center looks like a fairy tale as well, too. Why? What is this? Is your life a fairy tale, Nick? But there's an aspect of dream work. Are you being invited to become a hypnotist? Hypnotherapy? What is this? What is this? Okay. 10 of discs. This is the fruit. This is the outcome. The outcome is more abundance, right? So the card in the center was the 9. The 9 and the 10 of discs. Ten of Cups. You know, like this is your happily ever. Are you supposed to write a fairy tale? Are you supposed to write a children's book? Is this just about writing a book, writing a fairy tale for adults? This is so bizarre. Okay, what do you feel? Nick, what do you feel when you see the child in front of the door, the locked door in front of the wall, in front of the scary forest? This is just it looks like a fairy tale. And then you've got your happily ever after at the end. You've always wanted it to be. It isn't a fairy tale, but you've always wanted it to be. So if we look at this, maybe there is a bit of a scary journey ahead. You know, maybe you do need to tip the pot over. Maybe you do need to go into that dark forest. Maybe there is some aspects of yourself that you have avoided dealing with. And in order to get your happily ever after, these deep, dark, maybe you need to go into hypnotherapy to release some dark demons from your scary forest. Right? Maybe there's just this amazing counselor out there who's going to help you discover something about yourself. And it's going to be just, this feels really, you know, like there's no major arcanas here. We have 2 10s. We have the 2 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. So 2 very happy ending cards, and then 2 cards that are inviting us to to go into the mind, to go into the dream world. It does. It looks like Sleeping Beauty. There's definitely a journey, like a process of, there's a journey of dealing with some heavy stuff, some dark stuff before you get your happy ending. But those happy endings, I don't believe time is a past, present, future thing. Those happy endings are there. And in order to see those happy endings, because look at all these, we have these 3 gorgeous cards here. So perhaps the answer is in, it could be through dream work, hypnotism, something like that. So what's growing is truly, truly beautiful. But there's a piece of this journey that's inviting you to open something up. Maybe just go and read Pandora's Box, or read a myth that's like that, and something might awaken in you that, you know, at this time is ready to be explored. Don't you feel like we're getting some really weird and wacky readings here today? I mean, weird, wacky, and wonderful all at the same time. Should we pull an oracle for Nick as well, too? Let's do that. Weird, wacky, and wonderful readings by Sadhana. Weird, wacky, and wonderful readings. Okay, so the intention of this oracle card is to tie this all together. Ha! You're not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. Look at that keyword. Well. So just take a big breath in and soak in all this lovely medicine. And I would definitely let this sit and percolate for a little bit. Make sure you write down all these cards, and then observe these messages over the next few days, and just see what arises. Because I think there's a lot of good stuff going on here. Yeah. Okay, so we are at the hour. I think I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one more reading, and hopefully it won't be as wacky. But I just feel compelled to do one more reading. I do have some work that I need to get to, but this is kind of crazy. I'm kind of enjoying the crazy of these readings today. Okay. This is in regards to Shannon's earlier question, I believe. And it's very, very true. Relationship readings, I would say, are 90% of the questions that are asked. Hello to Madison. Madison Shelby, namaste. Welcome to you. Okay. I think I'll do Madison's question as the closing question, but it doesn't feel like the spread is going to suit this. So what I'm going to do is pull a couple of tarot cards from the deck and an oracle card, and then we'll, yeah. So for those of you that are that like to play with spreads, there's definitely an inherent adaptability to most tarot spreads in working with them. But certain questions do not lend themselves to certain spreads. And so this is one of the reasons as a reader to have a repertoire of spreads and to get really familiar and say, like, have 5 spreads that you really like. I have a bunch that I love. Most of them are really big. And when I'm doing live readings on YouTube, big spreads just don't work because of time. But that's the benefit of booking a private and so forth. Okay, so let's focus on Madison. I struggle trying to figure out my spiritual path. I worry that I will disappoint others or myself. Oh, okay. So that second sentence there is a very revealing sentence. I worry that I will disappoint others or myself. Getting to understand why do you worry that you will disappoint? So what is this? This feels like I'm not good enough. I'm not. So we need to really kind of work on bolstering the solar plexus chakra. Right? We need to work on building self-esteem. I am worthy. I am good enough. I am strong. I stand in my strength. I am powerful. This is really, really important to perhaps embrace some more active activities in your day and your week to build this inner fire. Because that second sentence is not going to help you grow. It's defeating, defeatist. Okay, will I receive an undeniable sign of which I need to choose? Okay, so I'm going to change the question to what I want to look at the kind of signs that you need to be paying attention to. What kind of signs does Madison Shelby need to pay attention to? What kind of signs would benefit? What kind of signs will guide Madison Shelby on her spiritual journey? Where should Madison Shelby's focus lie in? Okay, we can do this spread. We can do this spread. Okay, I've got this now. I've got this. Sometimes you just need to talk through the question, right? And I see Mila has a question too, but this is our last question for today. So readings are closed for today. We're going to work on Madison's question here. Okay. Okay, I got this now. So this is Madison herself. All right, so 10 of Wands. And you know, something I've been noticing in, this is, I'm going to say the third deck recently, where I've really been affected by the absence of color in the 10 of Wands. Usually the suit of Wands is full of fire, right? It's full of red, orange, yellow. And in the 10 of Wands, there's almost no color. And so what I was saying earlier makes a lot of sense. Madison would benefit from recharging, refueling her fire. Because without fire, without the energy of fire, we can't create. We can't grow. We need that fuel. And so one of the mundane ways to do that is through exercise. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but actually moving your body, building heat in the body. Okay, so let's go to the seed for Madison. Ooh, the Hermit is the seed. Okay, so this is in perfect alignment with your question. You're asking about your spiritual path. This card can also be known as the Guru card. And I would suggest that putting out an intention, like I'm ready to find my spiritual mentor. And to sit in quiet contemplation. And your mentor, your spiritual mentor, could very well be in the ether, not necessarily in the three-dimensional world. And so you could get specific about that, asking whether or not they are here or on the other side. The seed might also be implanted that you have the opportunity to go on a pilgrimage. With the world being not so accessible right now, this pilgrimage, maybe there is an opportunity for a pilgrimage in your country or your state, your province where you live. The word pilgrimage feels really strong to me. Planting the seed for a pilgrimage, like walking the El Camino or something, right? So where are the pilgrimages where you live? Okay, 3 of Cups energy. So this is what you will grow. On this pilgrimage, you will meet your tribe. Bye, Joel. Good night. I'm going to go back and catch up on the comments before I sign off because there's some really great comments in the chat. Okay, so how's this sitting with you? Are you still here? And if you're not here, I hope you get a chance to watch this back later because this is a pretty cool reading. Okay, so the next card is the fruit of the pilgrimage. Wow, look at this. I feel like that this to me looks like the Great Wall. The fruit of the pilgrimage is that this is going to take you on a journey that is even greater than you can possibly imagine. We also have two major arcanas here. What is the return? What is the gift? Oh my God, this is amazing. The Eon, serious transformation. Okay, so I would put out there the intention of a pilgrimage. That's exactly what this feels like to me. Wow, beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I want to go to the chat and because there's a few great comments that I missed out on. For those of you, I'll show you the guidebook for the deck. This deck is, oh, there we go. This deck is the lovely Om Tarot by Darshanie. That was answering Christy's question. Okay, and so Mila, please come back next Tuesday. Hopefully next Tuesday I will be on time. Okay, so far behind, but just let me oh, and also I want to let you know that on Saturday, Gerald Tarot Stash is going to be on live with me with Anna, and Anna's from New Zealand. So Anna from New Zealand and Gerald from the East Coast will be on with me live doing readings on Saturdays. So Mila, you can come back on Saturday and get a reading from Gerald and Anna and myself. Yeah. And some more thoughts on Shannon's growing business. That's a lovely, lovely feedback. Thank you for that, Colleen. Okay. That was a cool reading, wasn't it? About the death doula. That was a very cool reading. Powerful words. Okay. Empath embracing life. Yes. You were new to the channel. So welcome to you. And you did let me know your name is Amy. So welcome. Yes. And Andy, please let us know how this goes. Lucas Bonini, namaste. Welcome. Hello. Welcome to my channel. And High Priestess Tarot 610, welcome to you as well too. So yes, you can donate for a reading on next Tuesday or Saturday. And all the information I always put in the description box below, or you can donate by super chat. And down below in the chat, there is a $sign and you click on the $sign and you can donate that way next time. Okay. Very, very interesting. And ME, please come back next time as well too. And oh, this is a new name, C. April Chen. So welcome to you. I'm so happy to have you here. And Helen, I saw you come in. And Selena was asking about the windows in that card that was her oracle card, and I put it away fairly quickly, so I'm not sure if I can find it for you. You might be able to go back if you watch the playback, and this is a brand new deck. They're a little bit sticky, Oh, here it is. I found it. So are they different seasons? Yes, they're definitely different seasons. This was the renewal card for Selena. It feels very, very, very gentle. I don't know. Kristen says she pulled that card twice yesterday. Okay. And the chat, jump. We're so, okay. And that is the Illuminated Earth Oracle. So Shannon, let us know what happens with that phone call, because that is just bizarre. And I see your question, Govinda. I look forward to answering your question next Saturday or Tuesday. Oh, and I missed hashtag tarot signing off. Okay, and I saw Hope come in. Welcome to Hope. I also opened a new deck today called the Botanical. This one by Jessica Bott. So Andrew, this is inspired by you. I know you've shared this deck before, and the major arcana in this deck are all trees, different kinds of trees. I'm just responding to Selena's comment here. Oh, that's cool, Nick. That's very cool. Go back to school for writing. I wonder if you could write a book. It just felt so, it could be anything. It could be a romance novel. It could be like a Nicholas Sparks kind of novel, It just felt amazing. So much abundance. There is power within the written word. That's a great comment, Kristen. The rainbow could symbolize the hidden treasure at the end of the rainbow. Okay. Really, really, really supportive chat today. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm going to pull a card for everybody at the end. Thank you for your patience and letting me go through all this. So this deck, Joseph, is so she's from the Shivananda lineage, and it's really beautiful. This is by far the it's by far the most. I have a few different decks that use gods and goddesses from the Hindu pantheon, and this one feels very yogic centric. There's not really a card that doesn't speak to me. I've been really enjoying working with it, so I would recommend it if you're looking for something like that. I want to go to Clavis's comment. It looks like everybody in this call is trying to manifest their wildest dreams and desires. Yeah, it's been very fantastical. Very, very fantastical. Project Refined Life. What is your name? Annette. So yes, so Annette, I have done a walkthrough of this deck on my channel, so you can go back and look at all of the cards. Great, Mila. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday or Tuesday. That's really beautiful. Oh wow, I'm actually down at the end. And Monica, namaste, hello to you. Okay, and Monica was asking about the Oracle deck. So this is the Oracle deck. I purchased it on Etsy, the Illuminated Earth Oracle. It's really, really lovely. Okay, so thank you very much for being here. I look forward. Oh, Clavis, you got this deck too. Yeah, it's really incredible. And I want to thank those of you that recommended it to me. I did look at the pictures. It was in my inbox on Etsy for a long, long time. And the other thing I want to say about the Illuminated Earth Oracle is it's one of those decks that until you have it in hand, it just feels different. It's got a real depth of character to it. I mean, just look at this. This is the card, and you can't see the color. The color is a little bit washed out on the camera, but it's really, really beautiful. So thank you, Jen, and I want to wish you all a beautiful rest of your day. I will definitely be back on Friday. I'll do a tarot chat on Friday, Saturday live readings. Okay. And I'm going to do another color with me on Sunday as well too. I'm carrying on coloring my Wild Unknown tarot. And I did erase some of the things that I did last Sunday. Some of them I'm very happy with. And yeah, so I'm going to just, so that the color with me is it's a chat. It's a chat about coloring the Wild Unknown, the absence and presence of color. And so I'm really taking my time with this. I can't even find a card that I've colored. Here's one that I did after the fact. I just put, I colored in the flowers on the Ace of Wands. So that was something very little. And this one, I think I might boost up the color. I colored the light on the Judgment card. So yeah. So lots coming up. Enjoy your day. See you all soon. Namaste.